Welcome back to the final part of the Portal 2 single-player playthrough.
Oh man, 17 minutes left. Gonna get all nostalgic.
I'm coming for your robot ass.
Specifically the robot ass.
That sweet, succulent robot ass.
That's the only part I care about.
Here we go.
Here's some cores, all kinds of cores.
Yeah.
These have no plot significance, so they're just a neat little thing to look at. So
Right. In fact, none of this game has any plot.
I like how they are just in a box. Like they just threw the cores
Yeah.
and they're like, there we go.
Just lock them up. Like,
I don't know what it is, but I always thought the white gel looks the most aesthetically pleasing. Like I want
Yeah.
to drink it. Looks like a milkshake.
I bet the blue flavored stuff.
Does your milkshake
Well, that's the
bring
one
all
you
the
only
boys to the
the
yard?
only one you were at least supposed to ingest is the blue one.
Well, originally supposed to ingest, but some lawsuits said otherwise. Look at that
Yes, people had chicken nuggets shooting out of their abdomens.
Wait, what?
Because it bounces across their stomach lining and eventually just shoots out their stomach. Now, there's a point in the game, I thought it was there, but whenever I play the game, I never find it, like I never hear it. But there's a point when Wheatley talks about earlier in the game, you know, when you betrayed him, like, you know, you were supposed to catch me and you didn't, you just let me fall, right? I thought that's here, but I don't know if we're gonna see it. Maybe he doesn't say the same thing in the same order every time or something, but
I can't remember.
But now he's telling us his brilliant plan on how to not get defeated by us.
No portals, all neurotoxin.
It is pretty clever, I will admit.
You know what? This plan is so good.
That's something GLaDOS didn't plan for.
And turn off the neurotoxin.
GLaDOS was cocky.
Of course, goodbye.
And an evil genius. Throw that out there.
Minutes.
Oh, what's this? Convenient white photo gel? Okay.
Where are you going? Don't run! Don't run! I tell you what you should have done. The harder you breathe.
Now, you have like 5 minutes or whatever, 6 minutes, but if you spend all of that, if you waste in this this area, or this part of the fight, 5.5 the minutes, whatever, and you have 10 seconds left, and then you hit him, it'll reset the next time.
You're right.
Which is kind of weird, because it says that's how long you have for the neurotoxin, so. And that's the best way to hear as much dialogue as you can.
Yeah, probably. There is a lot of dialogue, I remember you
Yeah,
saying.
there is a ton.
Like, you just can't hear all of it.
This
in one
section has
time.
the most out of anything. Between Wheatley and the 3 cores. And
Oh, yeah.
GLaDOS.
Oh god, yeah, exactly. It's again, it's a matter of, I guess, going into the audio files and listening to
Also,
them
aren't the
separately.
cores floating in this one, too? Did you guys run into that, where the cores were like floating in midair?
I think only one of them is.
Space. Go to space.
Cause like this one's given to you like on a thing.
Yeah.
Space.
Space.
Here comes space cops. Here comes space cops. How many space cops?
Space cops,
Help.
shit.
Better buy a telescope. Wanna see me? Buy a telescope. Gonna be in space.
Better buy a
Space.
telescope.
Space.
Wanna see
Wanna
me?
go to space. Space in my spacesuit. Baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh.
Can this guy get his own
Space
stuff?
War.
Seriously.
It is so much better with the subtitles, because now I can actually see what he's saying.
Yeah.
And it is great.
Space. Try it. Put the system on
Going to
track.
space jail is my favorite line.
On track.
He needs his own spin-off, like, webcomic.
Guilty of being space, going to space jail.
50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline.
Oh, it's
Reactor
gonna be a nice
explosion
status
in
update
4
tonight.
minutes.
What happened?
I look forward to it.
What happened?
Oh,
What did he palm to me?
Well, that is the high point of my life. The rest is all downhill from here.
Yes. Facebook status updates.
Well, yes,
They're such a highlight.
the rest is all terrible. I hate it.
No, I think after each time you hit him, he has a certain dialogue that he'll say before going back to the main bits of dialogue that he'll say at any point in the fight. Like during parts 1, 2, or 3, he'll say the same things, but after he says specific dialogue between each part. So if you didn't hear certain stuff the first time around, like it doesn't matter when you want to hear it.
You know what? I think we're
He does adapt to the strategy of the scene. He's trying to protect the little upper areas from the bombs. He learns from time to time. Not terribly often, but sometimes.
I'm trying to
Oh,
stand
no,
on there.
locked himself. Never mind.
This isn't Counter-Strike.
Don't you like how Valve still takes the old RPG
Oh, here's the
story
thing.
method?
Brain damage like a fox. Like he says, I bet you weren't. Like he's supposed to say, I bet you're not even brain damaged. Like there's like a line like that.
again brain damage like a
Oh, there it is.
We've had some times, haven't we?
But like Valve, like their storytelling method, like don't you like it's like old RPG, like the you know the main character doesn't have to talk.
This is true. Always
Well, I mean,
the silent
most
protagonist.
games are like that.
All the time.
Well, definitely all of, well, majority of Valve's.
Recently,
Yeah, that's the thing.
recently you have the cinematic games, you know, Uncharted, you got all your Halo series, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Everybody talks. Lara Croft.
Master Chief talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks in the first game.
I was like, yeah. Here's the thing that problem I have. Zelda's sticking to their idea that no character should talk.
It's true. They're sticking
I
to
think
it.
that's stupid. One, you already have crazy amounts of dialogue, and two, just because the other characters talk, why does that mean Link has to talk?
Well, you can make the same argument for Half-Life or Portal.
Yeah.
By the way, this is one of the stupidest boss fights I've ever played because it's almost impossible to lose.
Oh yeah.
I have
See,
tried to stand in place and let him hit me with those bombs,
Oh,
but you
he's
recover
dangling.
health so quickly that it takes like 5 in a row to kill you, and then by the 5th one you've already recovered. It's very hard. I know it's crazy. It's very hard to die.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot more forgiving than the first game's boss. That one I actually did die the first time I played.
But isn't it silly when a boss fight makes it harder to die than not die? When it's almost a challenge to try and kill yourself. Like, go ahead, try and lose this boss fight. I dare you.
Well, I think that it's less of a challenge,
Warning.
like
Core corruption
boss fight
has
is supposed to
75%.
kill you. I
Like
think
seeing a
it's,
video.
Reactor explosion timer.
well, it's more of a.
Reactor
I
explosion
think the
uncertainty,
focus is more on
emergency
wrapping up the
protocol
game and tying up the
initiated.
loose ends.
This facility
Yeah.
will
That's
self-destruct
clearly
in
where they
2
put the
minutes.
majority of the design in this part of the game, I think. So I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah, that was just a bomb straight to the face.
I wish they would have made the last part though a little less obvious, but it was
Yeah.
a cool aesthetic though.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I meant when I say they just make it, they would just go, hey, idiot! You see this? This that you can't miss because it's the only thing we're letting you see? Yeah, go do that. Like,
Now I will admit that I was confused for about a couple seconds. I was like, wait, what?
well,
Oh, okay.
but it's not because you're wondering, what am I supposed to do? You're wondering, is that what I'm supposed to do?
Is that what I'm
You
supposed to
already know what you can do, or what you're supposed to do. You're just wondering if you can and are really supposed to do that.
Yes.
Like, even for the first millisecond, you already realize what it's asking you to do. You're just not, really? Is that what I'm doing? I will admit, it does make sense in the logic of the game. I always said, I'm okay with fake science, like, especially in, like, superhero universes, if they adhere to the logic of their own universe. Some don't. Like, with Superman, there are some things that are, like, even in his own universe, it's like, what? But, like, most of the stuff I'll let go, because they've made their own laws, and that's... So in Portal, you know, the moon dust is what the portal substances are.
Yeah.
So, anything around that, I'll allow it, because, you know, you've already established that. Oh, look, it's really Rob Norton. Told you he'd be back.
We're getting ready to make the course transfer, or course switch, Rudy.
I missed you, really. You were the first friend I had.
Interpreting vague answer as yes.
And the last.
No. Didn't pick up on my
Incorporating vague answers, yes.
Fire detector.
Remember, kids, no means yes, and yes means anal.
Extinguishing.
I like how GLaDOS says no in her first time around. It's like stalemate has been detected. Wheatley's like, oh yes.
Stalemate.
And he's like, no, I was being sarcastic. And this computer actually, I guess, understands his sarcasm when he says it, because it still ends in a stalemate. I was expecting more like, okay, yes, and it just takes him.
I forbid you to press it.
Yeah, but water is all it took to wash that shit off. Who knew?
Don't press it. Come back.
Well, aperture's now fixed.
No. Problem solved.
Do not press that.
I'm gonna do it. Here I go. I'm doing it.
I did it.
I did it.
Do not press
I did it.
I'm the best, man. This is a pretty impressive way to fix
Gotta
things.
go. Yes, ah!
Booby trap the stalemate button.
Ah, son of a bitch.
I'm not
Still
dead.
alive? You are
I'm not
joking.
dead.
You've got to be kidding
I
me.
feel happy.
Control.
I feel
No
fine.
idea how to fix this place.
Monty Python, anyone?
Oh, you had to play.
Sorry, I'm prepping my body for this awesome.
Here's the problem too. It wasn't bad enough that they pointed you at the moon, so clearly you have no option.
We're all gonna play.
he says it in his next line. Look at your precious moon. Like, do you have to be, like, not even Captain Obvious, do you have to be, like, super Captain Obvious?
Well, to be fair, it's not something I would have ever arrived at on my own, I don't think. Looking at it, in fact, it took me a couple seconds when I was playing it to think to myself, like, they don't actually want me to, like, that's not gonna work, really? Like, really?
Hit the spot where the lunar landing was, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, this is real science in this game. It took 2.5 seconds for the portal to hit the moon. That was mathematically calculated that is the time it would take.
Well, so we all know the moon landing was fake anyway. Everyone knows that, am I right? Right? No one's laughing.
GLaDOS, you saved me. I must kill you now!
But first I'm gonna take a nap. And get my head back.
Yeah. Dragging it across the floor.
Yes. Oh man, what a finale.
And now we reach my favorite song in the game, of any of them.
Even more so than the first one?
Oh yeah. The opera song I like better than any of the two.
Oh, I thought you were
I mean aesthetically, of course. For humor purposes, the first one. But I mean, I like as a song the opera one the best.
When all along you were my best friend.
Oh,
The surge of
glad I was
emotion
learning
that shot
something.
through me when I saved your life.
This is such an
taught me
interesting
even
scene.
More valuable lesson.
It is.
Where Carolyn
For a number of
lives in my
reasons.
brain.
Therefore, she must die.
Carolyn, delete.
Caroline deleted.
And goodbye, Caroline.
And all of a sudden, everyone playing this game just went.
Deleting Caroline just now taught me a valuable lesson.
Solution to a problem is
The lesson I learned 2 seconds ago.
And I'll be honest, killing you is hard.
Unless you
know,
maybe
I
you want to
used
kill
to
her
be
right
like,
now as she's
I just
defenseless.
tested.
I don't know,
Nobody
man.
murdered
Just
me
escaped every
or
time.
Put me in a potato.
Yeah, but GLaDOS
Somehow.
has not done this the
I
straightforward
had a
method.
pretty good life. And then you
I don't know. I think
showed up.
GLaDOS is all
You
about doing things in
dangerous
style
mute
and
lunatic.
science.
So you know
Mainly
what?
science.
You win. Just go.
And testing.
Here we go.
It's
I know, I'm sure
fun.
everyone
Don't
felt
come
some
back.
anger at GLaDOS on this scene. They felt betrayed.
My immediate reaction was,
Oh shit.
well, more like
You both crapped your pants and peed them at the same time.
I think the
I would say
reaction
as soon as I saw the turrets, I was like, this is gonna be great.
I was like, you bitch.
And as soon as I knew, like, when you see the turrets, it's instant cinematic, I was like, ah, this is
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
Yes,
But
this is the opera scene. I just love this song.
good. I actually, after I played this game, I listened to this religiously for like 5 days straight, like, constantly going to it, like, watching, like, the people remaking it a cappella, like, on YouTube. I was like, oh, this is too good.
Oh,
They were the
that's
sideways turrets.
Yeah.
They were regular ones this time. By the way, I think that was the potato. Did you notice that? That was Shell's potato?
Something like that,
The
yeah.
mutant potato that was right there. And here's,
I
of
can
course,
count
Queen
all the way to
Turret.
potato.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said I can count all the way to potato.
Oh.
Yes.
How did we not make that joke earlier?
I think it comes after 6.
And there's opera turret.
And there we have the Animal King.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
He's back in the back.
Lord of his castle.
I like how the
I am
turrets
not
have made their own
Ellen-
ecosystem.
Is it Ellen McLean?
Yep.
I am not Ellen McLean, so.
Oh, it's been John McClane.
I also like how the large turret, the leopard turret in the back is the base.
Yeah, he's the base, so. I love that.
And of course, the opera turret is the fat one. I mean, that's just how it goes.
It seemed fitting that they give the opera singer a chance to do an opera song in this game this time
I would
around.
hope so.
Yes. And this part right here spawned an awesome website called Shell Rain, where it's just like Shell sitting in the rain. Ah,
Really?
So beautiful. Yeah, and it
Just think
plays like
it's not
just
even raining.
a soothing song. Like it's her, like after she got out, her and companion cube.
This
Which
part
just-
coming,
Just spoiler!
this part coming up here is just the best.
I love Aperture's entrance. It's just a shack.
That,
Made it,
Let her
companion.
That's
escape
just-
elevator.
And
so
now
awesome.
we come to the song.
Yes.
Enjoy.
because, oh man. I remember telling you about how Half-Life 2 Episode 2 killed me.
It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. High notes are hard. I used to want you dead, but... Stupid high notes.
Don't blame me, man.
Just because she's a woman, she's got those high
You have
notes.
the voice of an angel. Keep going.
That's because she's, yeah.
Not like you, but maybe not quite as heavy. Now Little Caroline is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You've got your short, sad life left. I can't do that. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it now. I only want you gone. Pleasant, isn't it?
It's something.
As I said, voice of an angel.
You think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. Minus
Turning into opera now.
I was-
this
Turning to theater.
Now I only
I don't know if I
want
mentioned
you
this.
gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone.
That is blood coming
Of
out
course,
of my
we can't
ears.
end on that. We will save your ears with one last scene.
Something about space. That's all I know.
So much space. Need to see it all.
He finally made
I
it.
wish I could take it all back.
Space.
I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not
It's
just
amazing
'cause
how
I'm
they make
stranded
it.
in
You
space.
actually feel sorry for
I know
Wheatley
you
after
are,
all
mate.
that.
I
Yeah,
kinda don't.
we're both in space. Anyway,
Space
if
guy.
I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy
You know, Wheatley,
and monstrous. And
don't believe you.
I am genuinely sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm in
don't.
space.
I don't really feel much sympathy personally.
And that's
There it
the
is.
end of Portal 2. But not quite yet fully, as we still have cooperative mode
This is true.
to do, which is even longer than single player. So hurrah! So we will be reconvening later on to do Portal 2 co-op with myself, Bloodbit01.
And Super Hobbit 89.
If
Hopefully.
you'll have us, we will still have Justin again.
Yes, indeed. I will try to make some time.
And we'll have another guest, a Nuke for you. I'm sure nobody knows who he is, but he is the person I played the game with, so I will be inviting him to join us in that place.
Excellent.
So until then, we will at Gunstar Gaming. We'll see you guys later.